Both the Internet and Safari were to have popular apps that people were using on their computers. How did they both differ from each other? Welcome to the TheBizPage channel. In this video, we will be looking at a comparison between Internet and Safari to see how they compare. Be sure to watch the full video to find out about both companies. If you haven't already, then be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content. Now without further ado, let's dive in. Let's start by looking at the Internet. The Internet Explorer is made from a series of graphical web browsers that were created by the company of Microsoft. It was also linked to the Microsoft Windows line of operating systems. The Internet Explorer started out as being a project in the summer of 1994. The project owner was Thomas Reardon. According to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology review of 2003, Reardon had used a specific source code from the company of Spyglass. Before the Internet became popular, there was an early form of browser known as Mosaic. This browser had ties to the pioneering National Center for Supercomputing Applications (NCSA) Mosaic browser. At the end of 1994, Microsoft licensed Spyglass Mosaic for a quarterly paid fee, along with a percentage of Microsoft's non-Windows revenues for the software. At the start of its launch, the first version of Internet Explorer was named Microsoft Internet Explorer. This version was installed to be joined with the Internet Jumpstart Kit in the Microsoft Plus pack that was software for Windows 95. To start with, 6 people were involved in the early development of Internet Explorer. Around several months after the release of the original Internet Explorer, the 1.5 version was unveiled for Windows NT. This was able to add support for basic table rendering. Throughout its time, the Internet Explorer browser was released in 11 different versions as new types of windows were released. On the 21st of January 2015, the browser Microsoft Edge was established and unveiled to replace the Internet Explorer browser on the Windows 10. Despite this new change, Internet Explorer can still be used and installed on Windows 10, so that older websites that require ActiveX and other Microsoft legacy web technologies could be ran and accessed. Fast forwarding to the 1st of June 2020, the latest version of Internet Explorer was taken off the list of supported browsers by the Internet Archive. This took place after the suggestion of Microsoft Chief of Security Chris Jackson, when noticing that its structure was out of date. From the 30th of November 2020, the Microsoft team stopped supporting the Internet Explorer 11 version. Following this, a decision was made to halt the support of Internet Explorer 11 from 365 applications by the 17th of August 2021. Are you learning some interesting facts so far? If you are, then be sure to leave a like on this video and visit the channel for more valuable content. For more information, read the video description below. Let's now take a look at facts on Safari. Safari is a specific web browser that was created and developed by the Apple company. Safari is also based on the WebKit engine, which is another Safari browser. Until the year of 1997, Apple's Macintosh computers were shipped with only the Netscape Navigator and CyberDog web browsers. The Internet Explorer for Mac was later introduced and was seen as the default web browser for Mac OS 8.1 version. This was able to be achieved as part of a 5-year agreement between the companies of Apple and Microsoft. At the time, Apple was using Microsoft's Internet Explorer. It was also during this time when Microsoft released 3 major versions of Internet Explorer for Mac to use, and they were bundled with Mac OS 8 and Mac OS 9 versions. Despite this, Apple continued to include Netscape Navigator as an alternative. Microsoft had originally released a Mac OS X edition of Internet Explorer to be compatible for the Mac. This was to also be the default browser in all Mac OS X releases from Mac OS X DP4 to the Mac OS X v10.2 versions. Before Safari got its name, there were a number of other names that were put forward as being candidates. The main example of a potential browser name was Freedom. For around a year, the internal browser was known as Alexander. It was also this name that was used in the string for codes and resources. The development team for Apple had given the browser their own nickname, which was iBrowse, referring to the browser's purpose and being linked to Apple. This idea came just before Safari became the chosen name. On the macOS, Safari is ran as a Cocoa application. Cocoa is Apple's main application programming interface for the desktop operating system of macOS. The software uses Apple's WebKit for page rendering and running JavaScript. Until Safari 6.0 version, it had a built-in web feed aggregator that supported the RSS and Atom standards. The features within include the use of private browsing, the archiving of web content in web archive format, emailing web page from a selected browser menu, the searching of bookmarks, and the ability to share tabs between Mac and iOS devices thanks to the use of an iCloud account and other required software. Since the launch in 2003, there have been 14 versions of Safari browsers and 12 versions of linked iOS software to date. Each time a new version of the software has been made, there have been a number of updates and changes based on the evolving technology. Unlike Internet Explorer, which is now being slowly replaced by updated software, Safari is still being used among users and those who own Apple products. Both Internet and Safari are unique browsers in their own concept. It all depends on the user onto which one is preferred. Which browser did you or do you prefer using? Be sure to leave your opinion in the comment section below. If you found this comparison interesting, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the BizPage channel for more valuable content. Thank you for watching.